review the 3 Canon cameras that I own, 2 still ones and a video one. Please keep in mind that this won't be a technical review because I'm not camera savvy. I don't know an f-stop from an aperture from a DSLR. I was just in Costco the other day and a gentleman was buying one of the cameras that I own to give to his daughter to go to Italy to finish her master's, and he was really debating if he should get it or not. And I stopped by and I told him all the reasons I like the camera, and that's when he said you should do some type of review to show to people what you like about the camera, because even if it's not the technical things, this is what the consumer wants to know. So I'm going to use this little Kodak mini thing that I have to show you the 3 cameras on the counter, and then I'm going to go through each and every one of them, tell you the model number, and tell you what I actually like about them and things that, pitfalls that you should avoid with them, okay? So thank you guys so much for your time. Let's get into our awesome review. These are the 3 Canons that I'm going to be reviewing. The Powershot still camera, the Rebel T3i DSLR camera, and the Vixia video camera. So here's my awesome video camera, and I will recommend this for anybody who's doing any type of YouTube show. It has where you can lock and protect the lens. It doesn't have a cap that you can lose or anything. You just kind of lock and protect. And I don't know what this thing up here is for. I thought it was for some kind of lamp, but it doesn't allow me to do that. So we bought this arm separately off of Amazon, and we use this arm, and it keeps you steady too when you're doing like that. But we put this on the tripod, and the arm basically is for you to use this lamp. And this lamp's pretty bright, so I don't want to turn it on because it's not about the lamp, it's about the camera. But look at this. I call this MacGyver. My husband MacGyvered this because this would sit right here on this thing with the part for the tripod. But when you unscrew the camera several times a day or several times an hour to change the battery out, because it sits too close to this, it actually messed up the threading underneath the camera. And so I kind of want to weep about that. But he put some plumber's tape or something in there. He put this big old screw. He got it raised up off of this arm, and basically I can pop the battery on and off right here. Pull the little thing, just pop the battery on and off, and I don't have to unscrew the camera. The bad part is now I can't take this in my suitcase to go on a trip anywhere or put it in the camera bag, right? But that's okay because this is dedicated to my cooking show, and I want it to be for that. So let me go ahead and turn it on. Show you guys in here. This is actually why I bought this camera, because it has an AV jack and a mic jack, and so I can plug in a lavalier mic or a lapel mic. This is where the memory goes, and you can actually put it on HD or MP4, which is awesome because for YouTube, say it's on MP4 right now, for YouTube you actually don't want to record on HD because some people don't have that high speed of internet and stuff, and HD just doesn't really show well on their computer. So you always want to record it MP4 for YouTube. Awesome little camera. Sometimes the color is not as good as some of the other cameras. Like I had a Samsung before this, and the sound on the Samsung was ugly, but the picture was pretty. This picture is not as pretty, I'll be honest with you, but because of the sound, I really love it for that, because when I'm cooking, I like to have that mic just plugged into my shirt, and you can chop and stuff and it doesn't compete. So it's looking weird, you guys, because my husband has it sitting here on this thing, but it's because I don't want to have to unscrew it. And you're gonna find it too, if you didn't have this arm and you keep unscrewing it off of the thing, this thing right here for the tripod constantly to change the battery, which I don't know that, yeah, even when it sat there the battery was in the way. So if you keep on screwing this tripod thing right here from under the camera, you will mess up the threading underneath the camera. So basically, we have it like this, and it also has this somewhat of an articulating screen, I guess, because it does come out and it does flip, so you can see yourself on camera. There's my baby girl right there trying to hide. Anyways, this is my awesome Vixia. This is the Canon Vixia video camera or movie camera. I absolutely love it. It's IS. I hear that's something important. Like I said, this is not a technical review. I'm just telling you the features, why I like these cameras, and I would recommend Canon anytime of the day. I would recommend Canon. I have the video camera, which is the Vixia. I have the point and shoot, and I have the DSLR. And if you notice, they're all Canon. So that's why I decided to do these Canon reviews, because I have so many Canon cameras. So this is the normal sound and look of the Canon HFR 300, which is the video camera that I use to do my cooking show. So what I actually have here pinned to my shirt is called a lapel mic or a lavalier mic. I bought this microphone separate than the camera because what I use the camera for is primarily my cooking show, and sometimes what I'm doing in the kitchen is competing with my voice. And the natural mic that's on board the camera sometimes doesn't filter out everything that I need for it to filter out. So that's why I use this, and this is what it actually sounds. This is one of the cheapest cameras, you know, at $2.99 at Costco. It's one of the cheapest cameras right now that actually has a mic jack, because a lot of the more expensive cameras doesn't have a mic jack. So I feel very lucky to use this Canon video camera and actually have access to this mic jack. So this is the dial up here, and it's got for TV, AV, live, auto scene, just a lot of real cool features. But like I said, it's not a technical review, so I'm not going to get into those. This is where the flash comes up, and you do have to manually pull that up. I've never used the flash because I mainly use this camera to take pictures of my food, because you know that I bought these cameras to do the cooking show, and so I just gonna put it on, point at it, shoot, and snap the pictures of my food, and it's awesome. It has a good color on the food. It doesn't give that yellow hue that some of the other Samsung and stuff that I use, you know, sometimes do. I use this camera a lot also to just grab it real quick and do a quick show for my other channels, and I just really love this. I call this my baby. The kids and my husband bought this for me for Christmas. We bought the Rebel for business, but we bought this as just a toy for Christmas, and this is, I take this everywhere with me. I absolutely love it. You have to be really careful with the lens though, because it does collect dust pretty quickly, and you have to clean it with a soft cloth, like the stuff you would use for your eyeglasses. Clean it with a soft cloth, and I get it a little bit damp first with the stuff that I use for the eyeglasses so it doesn't scratch. But it's actually an awesome little camera. I love it. It was like $329 at Costco. What an awesome, awesome gift to get from my family, and I truly, truly love this one. So this is my second Canon. It's actually a still camera. It's a point and shoot, but it does video also. It doesn't have any jacks for the mic, but that's okay because the sound is awesome, and I'm going to show you a slideshow and some video of the quality of this camera. Now I'm using the Canon Powershot SX500 IS still camera just to show you that I have these sunlight bulbs here when I'm using any of the cameras. There I am on the Canon, the video camera. And I have that little lamp. I bought this arm separately. So these are all things that you can add on. I bought this arm right here separately, right here, so that I can get use out of that little light, because sometimes I need more lighting on my face. So this is what this camera sounds like from behind it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera now on the stand so you can see the quality of the picture from the same spot that I was shooting from that camera. And you can also hear the sound. So the camera that I'm using now is the Canon Powershot still camera, and this is the sound and this is the picture. I have it up on the tripod the same way that I had the video camera, just to show you the difference between the sound and the picture. I absolutely love this camera because it's easy to use. I can take it anywhere with me, whip it out, and make a movie for any of my channels because it has that dedicated movie button. I don't have to change anything on the dial to make this part work. This is our beautiful Rebel T3i. Take a look at how gorgeous this camera is. It's from that angle, from the back, the side, the front. And actually came with two different size lenses, but we're using the one for the shorter distance. We're not using the one for far away. And I don't know how to use this camera too well. I'll be honest with you. It's a gorgeous camera, but I ask a lot of help from my daughter Jada, because she's 17 and she's awesome with this. This dial thing here, I know that the green one is for auto, and that's the one that I use a lot. I have it right now on movie because I was making a movie earlier. My daughter tends to use it on manual because she knows what she's doing. And so there are a few things that I want you to know, my so-called real life application for this that I'd like you guys to know. So let me go ahead and show you the parts of this camera that I really, really absolutely love. The first thing that I absolutely love about it is this articulating screen. And all that word means is that it can come out and it can, you know, if you're taping yourself, you can see yourself in the screen. And also you can, you know, pivot it any direction you want it to go. And then you can go ahead and close it in. I love that part about it. The T3, not the T3i, but the other one, the T3 didn't have the articulating screen. It just kind of stayed stationary. But other than that, that was the difference. I like that it has a foot here for you to put a little lamp, and I also like that some people don't like that the battery has to be out of the camera in order for the camera to be charged, you know, for the battery to be charged, but I like that. And it has, I can put extra memory in there, like an SD card. And I want to show you something about the SD card. Okay, so remember the battery is here and the SD card is not in the same compartment with the battery like most cameras, okay? You have to open this section right here, and here's your SD card. And let me see if Jada can zoom in on this. I've got a 32 gigabyte. Wow, I've got a big one. But I want you to see this right there, Jada. Show this. See that little 10 with the circle? Most SD cards don't have that. If you're going to be using video on this camera, you're going to have to get this, okay? And they don't tell you that at the store, and they don't give that to you when you buy it. They give you one of the basic SD cards that you can use with any old camera. If you don't switch out to the one with the 10 and the circle, that's because what's going to happen is that when you start recording video, it's going to stop on you. Even so, let me turn it on. If you've got a few pictures on here, let's say a good 50 pictures, and you start recording video, let's record. You know, at the minute you've got too many pictures on it and you start recording video, it's going to give you a message that says your recording is stopped for some reason or the other. There you go. There you go. I didn't think it was going to happen. Movie recording has been stopped automatically. And that happens because the card is too full. Then you want to go clean off whatever you have on the card, and then you want to go ahead and do video. So this is truly not a video camera, but you can do some quick video recordings on it. And what I use it for is my opening and ending for my show. So I think that's pretty much all I want to show you on this camera, because like I told you, it's not a technical review. It's the things that I like. So what I'm going to do is show you like clips of pictures that I've taken with this camera and videos that I've taken with this camera, so you can be the judge of how beautiful this camera really is, okay? All this other technical stuff, I'll be honest, I don't know. My daughter pretty much knows it. I don't know, and I'm so glad to have her because she can show me. There's one negative that I have, is that the lid is not attached to anything, and so you gotta, the cover, so you have to kind of put it on, and I promise you I lost it already, but it was somewhere in the house, so I found it. So it's not attached to anything, and that's a negative for me. Other than that, awesome camera. I got it at Costco for like $7.79. It's $8.50 other places, and it's just really, really cool. I love this. We're going to take this with us on our trip to Belize real soon, take some awesome pictures with it. Today I'm going to be doing one of the Spanish foods from the Caribbean, tostones. You're watching The Bear Pantry Show. And I are right in the middle of doing one of my cooking shows, but I just wanted to show you what the Rebel sounds like with the lapel or the lavalier mic on. Say hi, Joe.
Hi, how you doing?